acid. What is the precursor for synthesis?
Acetyl-CoA.
Your voice is not audible. Jayasurya, your voice is not audible.
Acetyl-CoA.
What? Say again.
Acetyl-CoA.
Acetyl-CoA. How many molecules of acetyl-CoA it requires for complete synthesis of palmitic acid? How many molecules of acetyl-CoA?
Eight molecules.
Okay. How many number of carbons will be there in palmitic acid?
16.
Okay. Okay, good. Next, Abhi Prakash. Yeah. Say about where fatty acid synthesis occur. In the cell, which part biosynthesis of fatty acid occurs? Make it fast, Abhi Prakash. So you have not prepared, will be absent then. Soundarya.
It takes part in the cytoplasm of
Cytoplasm. What is the enzyme complex present in cytoplasm? Which group of enzymes responsible? What?
NADPH.
I'm asking the name of enzyme complex responsible for fatty acid synthesis. NADPH, whether enzyme or that is coenzyme?
Acetyl-CoA.
Acetyl-CoA is precursor. I'm asking about the enzyme complex which is present in cytoplasm that is responsible for synthesis of fatty acid. What are the group of enzymes responsible for fatty acid synthesis? Anybody else?
No. Ma'am, fatty acid synthesis.
Yeah, fatty acid synthase complex. Very good, Subhikshna. And what are the advantages of synthesis of fatty acids? What are the biological significance of fatty acid synthesis? Where does it require in the body? What are the functions it involves? Gaushik. Say about the biological significance of fatty acids. Are you there, Gaushik? Then you are absent. Jaffney?
Ma'am.
Yeah. Say about the significance of fatty acids.
Fatty acid synthesis, critical anabolic pathway
Okay.
found in most organisms.
What?
It is important for cell growth, differentiation, and hemostasis.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. We'll revise the slides once again and then we'll move on to the next pathway. Can you see the slides of last class now? So we have discussed the last class about biosynthesis of fatty acids. In the de novo synthesis of palmitic acids, we have discussed. De novo represents from the beginning, and what is fatty acid synthesis definition we have discussed, where it involves acetyl-CoA and NADPH through the action of group of enzymes called fatty acid synthesis. Then we discussed regarding the precursors for palmitic acid synthesis. The important molecules are acetyl-CoA, NADPH, and ATP. Okay, and how many moles of acetyl-CoA and how many moles of NADPH and ATP is utilized for the synthesis of palmitic acids we have seen. And the use of why fatty acid synthesis is important. In normal condition, what is the role of fatty acid? In abnormal condition, what is the role of fatty acid? In healthy conditions and during cancer growth, how it is playing major role in that case for development of cell membrane. Then where does fatty acid synthesis occur in the cell? In cytoplasm, that is extra mitochondrial cell, where it occurs. Okay, outside of mitochondria, in cytoplasm it takes place in the synthase complex system, fatty acid synthase, FAS system, it occurs. Okay, it is specific. Fatty acid synthesis means anabolism means you have to remember FAS complex. And what are the parts? It takes place, we have seen liver, kidney, adipose tissue, lactating mammary gland. So cells present in these tissues will go for fatty acid synthesis, since it will be carrying the group of enzyme that is called FAS complex. And this is overall schematic representation of palmitic acid synthesis, where acetyl-CoA is converted to malonyl-CoA. Then from malonyl-CoA, it undergoes FAS reactions, that is condensation, reduction, dehydration, and again reduction to give fatty acid moiety. Okay. And what are the three important enzymes involved in fatty acid synthesis? First one is acetyl-CoA carboxylase, which converts acetyl-CoA to malonyl-CoA. Then malonyl-CoA transferase, it transfers malonyl-CoA to FAS complex. Then FAS complex enzymes, where it converted to malonyl-CoA from malonyl-CoA to fatty acids. Then we have discussed the pathway with the different formats. There are three formats I have given for learning the synthesis of fatty acids. This is the first pathway, where acetyl-CoA converted to malonyl-CoA, then it is activated by acyl group. This ACP, acyl protein, is derived from FAS complex, where malonyl-CoA is attached with acyl group. Then it is converted to acetyl acyl protein. Then it is converted to hydroxybutanoyl ACP, then butynoyl ACP, then butyl ACP, finally thioesterase. These all reactions takes place by FAS complex enzymes. Then at last, thioesterase enzyme is converting the ACP protein to palmitic acid. Okay, so it undergoes 7 times. The step will be repeated 7 times. Thereby 8 molecules of acetyl-CoA is involving, and 8 molecules of malonyl-CoA also involved to give palmitic acid. Acetyl-CoA is 2 carbon moiety, where malonyl-CoA is 3 carbon moiety, and your palmitic acid is 16 carbon moiety. Each step 2 carbon is added to get finally 16 carbon palmitic acid. So this is the pathway with chemical reaction. You can see the chemical structure of acetyl-CoA and malonyl-CoA and all the substrates and intermediates to get final product of palmitic acid. You have to, during your exams, you have to write with chemical structure only, this pathway only. The simplified pathway is given to just remember the fatty acid synthesis pathway. This is how you want to write in exams. Okay. And this is another format where from glucose to fatty acids synthesis occur. These are different formats for synthesis of palmitic acid. The same concept it is given. Whichever pathway you feel easy to remember, the same pathway you can use for study. Okay. And we have seen the significances of fatty acid synthesis. And the difference between beta oxidation and fatty acid synthesis also we have discussed. Where does it occur? What are the intermediates? What are the enzymes used in a catabolic process and anabolic process? And what are the coenzymes involved? During synthesis, NADPH is involved, where during oxidation, NAD plus and FAD are used. So this is what we have seen in the last class. Now let's move on to today's class. Wait, let me share the PPT of today's class. So till now, 3 parts under lipid metabolism we have seen. First pathway was beta oxidation of fatty acids. Second, we have discussed ketogenesis and ketolysis. And third, we have discussed biosynthesis of fatty acids. Now we'll move on to metabolism of cholesterol. This is most important topic. You will get 10 mark question from it. So learn properly. Can you see the slides? Yeah. So today we are going to see about metabolism of cholesterol. Under this, you are going to learn biological significance of cholesterol, then biological synthesis of cholesterol, then conversion of cholesterol into bile acids, steroid hormones, and vitamin D. These are all the subtopics under metabolism of cholesterol we are going to discuss today. Metabolism represents formation of cholesterol, that is anabolism into cholesterol formation, and how this cholesterol is getting converted to bile acids, steroid hormones, and vitamin D, other molecules, biomolecules, okay, that we are going to discuss now. First, we'll see the biological significance of cholesterol. Before moving on to cholesterol discussion, let's see the chemical structure of cholesterol. Okay, this just so it is containing the basic nucleus called cyclopentanoperhydrophenanthrene ring. This is the cyclopentano. This is cyclopentano ring. Perhydrophenanthrene. These 3 aromatic groups, benzene groups combined is called phenanthrene. Cyclopentanoperhydro. 5, 6 you can see perhydrophenanthrene ring. This is the basic nucleus for cholesterol. Steroids, all steroidal hormones and cholesterol will be carrying this basic nucleus. So what is the basic nucleus present in cholesterol? Cyclopentanoperhydro. This is pentane ring, 5-membered ring, and perhydro, here you can see the double bond, and this 3 benzene group attached moiety is called phenanthrene ring. Cyclopentanoperhydrophenanthrene ring, it contains as basic nucleus. Along with this group, you can find the hydroxyl group attached, so that it is called alcohol, cholesterol. Okay, this is alcoholic group, so it is called OL, cholesterol. And at 19th position you can see one methyl group, here also a methyl group, and this side chain, dimethyl. How many carbons are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon moiety. It is attached with dimethyl group. Totally 27 carbons are present in the cholesterol. So we need to synthesize 27 carbon moiety. So how cholesterol is synthesized up to 27 carbons? Already you have discussed 16 carbon moiety of palmitic acid synthesis, right? Likewise, cholesterol synthesis, how it takes place, we are going to see. So before moving on to to that, you should know what is the chemical structure of cholesterol. That is why it is focused here. And one hydroxyl group at the third position, and double bond between 5 and 6 group, 6 carbon. Then at 8 carbon side chain, 8 carbon side chain here at position 17. It is attached with the pentane ring. Okay, cyclopentane ring, 8 carbon moiety. Then methyl side chains at 10 and 13th position. 10 and 13th position. Here we can see this is 10th position, 13th position. 2 methyl groups were attached. So this is about chemical structure of cholesterol. Got it, no? So how many carbon moiety it is? Cholesterol. Can anyone answer? How many carbon moiety cholesterol is?
27.
Okay, what is the basic nucleus called?
Cyclopentane hydroxyphenol
Ring. Very good. How many methyl groups it is attached?
2.
2. Okay. How many hydroxyl groups?
1.
How many double bond?
1.
How many carbon side chain it has?
7.
8 carbon side
8,
chain.
8.
8 carbon side chain. Okay, good. Now let's move on to the next slide. We'll see the biological significance of cholesterol. What is the role we have to learn? Why we have? What is the role of cholesterol in body? So that we'll be coming to know the importance of learning biosynthesis of cholesterol. Okay. The first significance is cholesterol is the major sterol in the animal's tissues. It is a sterol. It holds steroid rings. So sterols will be having this basic nucleus. Okay. So whichever molecule is carrying cyclopentanoperhydrophenanthrene ring will be called as steroid. So it is the major sterol in animal tissues, and cholesterol is present in tissues and in plasma either as free cholesterol. It is exist as either as free cholesterol or as a storage form. Okay, what will be the storage form? It is nothing but cholesterol ester. It will be existing as cholesterol ester. Okay, combined with the long chain fatty acid. Cholesterol will be combined with the long chain fatty acid. What is long chain fatty acid? Palmitic acid. Example, you can take as palmitic acid. So it will be combined with palmitic acid or long chain, any other long chain fatty acids, and it exists as cholesterol ester. Cholesterol ester. So it is alcohol. Okay, alcohol can form ester with acid. Okay. COO or group. You'll be knowing the basic nucleus of ester. So that will be formed. Either the cholesterol will be existing as such, or it will be stored along with long chain fatty acid as esters. Okay. So this is the second significance. And third one, in plasma, both forms are transported in lipoproteins. Okay, lipoproteins. What are lipoproteins? High density, low density lipoproteins, chylomicrons. These are all called as lipoproteins. Lipids will be combined with proteins. So both forms are transported in lipoproteins. So where it is transported, the cholesterol in lipoproteins. Okay, cholesterol will be transported in lipoproteins in plasma. This is important significance. Okay, in plasma, both forms here represents free cholesterol and cholesterol esters. Okay, both will be transported in lipoproteins. Then plasma low density lipoprotein, that is LDL, is the vehicle of uptake of cholesterol and cholesterol ester into many tissues. So which is the transporter for cholesterol and cholesterol esters? LDL. In plasma, which lipoprotein is present? Mostly LDL. Low density lipoprotein present in the plasma is the vehicle for uptake of all cholesterol and cholesterol esters into many tissues. It will be transporting cholesterol and cholesterol esters into many tissues for its function. Okay, that's why if low density lipoprotein level is high, then cholesterol level also will be high. Okay, so this is bad cholesterol actually. Low density lipoproteins are called as bad cholesterol. In the persons who are suffering with hypercholesterolemia will be having high low density lipoproteins. Okay, the level will be high. LDL level will be high since they are taking cholesterol and cholesterol esters to many tissues. They are the main carrier vehicle. Comparing with HDL and other lipoproteins, LDL is the vehicle for uptake of cholesterol and cholesterol esters. Okay, that is why level of LDL is high means cholesterol level also will be increased. Then next significance is free cholesterol is removed from tissues by plasma high density lipoproteins. HDL role is what? It will be removing from tissues free cholesterol and transported to the liver, where it is eliminated from the body either unchanged. As such, cholesterol it will be eliminated, or after conversion to bile acids in the process known as reversal cholesterol transport. Okay, so what HDL does, it removes cholesterol from the body after utilizing cholesterol by the body. HDL, high density lipoprotein, removes cholesterol from the body. It allows for the utilization of cholesterol in the body. Either as such it will be removed, or it will be converted to bile acids. By means of reverse cholesterol transport. So these are all the benefits of cholesterol in the body. 5 benefits we have seen, where HDL is allowing to utilize the cholesterol and LDL is taking the cholesterol, right? So that LDL level, when it is increased, cholesterol level will be increased. Where HDL level will be increased, cholesterol level will be decreased. So HDL is called good cholesterol and LDL is called bad cholesterol. Got it? 10 significances are there. These are the 5 significances. So cholesterol is the major steroid and it can be stored as free cholesterol. It will be existing in the plasma as either free cholesterol or as a cholesterol ester, and in plasma it is transported by lipoproteins. What is a lipoprotein? What are the lipoproteins are responsible for cholesterol transportation? LDL and HDL. LDL will take cholesterol and cholesterol esters into many tissues, where HDL will be allowing to utilize the cholesterol by the body, and it is responsible for elimination of cholesterol. When cholesterol level is increased, HDL will be eliminating it from the body and it will maintain the normal level. So HDL is called good cholesterol, LDL is called bad cholesterol. Now let's see the remaining significances. Cholesterol is most abundant sterol in humans. It is most abundant sterol in humans, and it is a major constituent of the plasma membrane and of plasma lipoproteins. Okay, major constituent in plasma membranes. For membrane forming, cholesterol is important. I told lipids. Lipids are the major component of membrane, right? So it is major constituent of plasma membrane and plasma lipoproteins. And it is a precursor for bile salts, steroid hormones, and vitamin D. Okay, so from cholesterol only bile salts, steroid hormones, and vitamin D are synthesized. Okay, so what is the precursor for this bile salts, steroids, and vitamin D? Cholesterol only. So it is the basic sterol present in the body. Most abundant sterol in humans. Okay, it is required for the nerve transmission, and this cholesterol is required for nerve transmission and is a major constituent of gallstones. Okay, gallstone formation, which is a major constituent cholesterol. And it is also required for nerve transmission. And it has chief role in pathologic processes as a factor in the genesis of atherosclerosis. 1 second, pa. 1 second. So the last biological significances. Sign வாங்கிட்டீங்களா? புரியலீங்க. சார் பரவாயில்லன்னு தான் சொன்னாங்க. சாரு ஃபைனல் பண்ணி சொன்னாங்க. புரியுதுங்களா? ஒரே நிமிஷம். இங்க கிளாஸ் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. அப்புறம் வரீங்களா? Okay, we'll discuss again another 5 biological significances of cholesterol. The 6th one is cholesterol is the most abundant sterol in humans, and it is a major constituent of the plasma membrane and of plasma lipoproteins. And this all we have seen, right? Plasma membrane, it is a component of plasma membrane. And during cancer cell growth also, to retain the plasma membrane structure, more lipids and fatty acids are synthesized, right? So they will maintain the structure of plasma membrane, and it is a precursor of bile salts, steroid hormones and vitamin D. So these 3 constituents are synthesized from cholesterol, and it is required for the nerve transmission and is a major constituent of gallstones. Gallstones are formed from cholesterol only, and it is responsible for nerve transmission. And it has a chief role in pathologic process as a factor in the genesis of atherosclerosis. In pathology, it is forming atherosclerosis. Now will be seeing what is atherosclerosis is, okay, of vital arteries, important arteries, it will be forming atherosclerosis. So to give this disease, atherosclerosis, cholesterol is the major cause, and causing cerebrovascular, coronary and peripheral vascular disease. Cerebrovascular in CNS, then coronary in heart, and peripheral vascular disease. It leads these disease. Atherosclerosis formation leads cerebrovascular, coronary and peripheral vascular diseases. Okay. So these are all the significances, 10 significance of cholesterol. So that we are moving on to the synthesis, how the cholesterol will be synthesized in the body, that we are going to see. And who discovered this cholesterol? An organic chemist. It is it is the importance of different scientists in in the study of cholesterol. Organic chemist will see the complex 4-ring structure. What is the 4-ring? 1 cyclopentane ring and 1 phenanthrene ring. It contains 3 rings, right, in it. So it is a complex of 4-ring structure. It was analyzed by organic chemists, and then biochemists, what they will analyze on cholesterol means synthesized from a 2-carbon substrate acetate through the action of at least 30 enzymes. It contains 27 carbons, so to synthesize it requires 30 enzymes around. So that is analyzed by biochemists. Then physiologists and cell biologists will see about its essential function in membranes of animal cells. Already we have seen the significance of cholesterol in membranes. Then physicians will check about elevated levels of blood cholesterol, accelerate the formation of atherosclerotic plaques leading to heart attacks and strokes. So that will be analyzed on cholesterol by physicians. So these are all the different scientists who will focus their study on cholesterol. Organic chemists, biochemists, physiologists and cell biologists, then physicians. Next, biological significance of cholesterol. Under that, what are all the products will be synthesized from cholesterol. Cholesterol is responsible for, it is summary, okay, membrane formation, then steroid hormone formation, then vitamin D formation, lipoproteins, cholesterol esters. These are all the products synthesized from cholesterol. Cholesterol is responsible to synthesize these molecules, biomolecules. Now we'll see the conversion of cholesterol into bile acid, steroid hormones and vitamin D. Before that, we'll see the cholesterol biosynthesis. Okay, synthesis of cholesterol. It is very important, and I'm giving the short pathway only with the names. Then we'll discuss briefly about the pathway of cholesterol synthesis. So acetyl-CoA from 2-carbon moiety, it is giving HMG-CoA. HMG-CoA synthesis already we have seen in beta oxidation, right? You can refer what is HMG-CoA there. Beta hydroxy, beta methyl glutaryl CoA. Then mevalonate. HMG-CoA is converted to mevalonate. Then it is converted to isopentenyl pyrophosphate. Isopentenyl pyrophosphate. This is 3-carbon moiety. Then it is converted to squalene. No, these are indicating steps. Okay, HMG-CoA is the major product or intermediate for cholesterol synthesis. Then it is converted to mevalonate. Then it is converted to IPP, that is isopentenyl pyrophosphate. Then squalene. Then lanosterol. Then cholesterol. This is the step of formation of cholesterol from acetyl-CoA. From 2-carbon moiety, 27-carbon moiety is formed. Now let's see 2 molecules of how actually it is synthesized. By 2 molecules of acetyl-CoA involving thiolase enzyme, it is converted to acetoacetyl-CoA. Then this acetoacetyl-CoA, which enzyme? Thiolase enzyme, removing one CoA SH and it is forming acetoacetyl-CoA. Then HMG-CoA synthase enzyme, adding one acetyl-CoA to the molecule, it takes acetyl group and one CoA SH is removed to give 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutaraldehyde CoA. These 2 steps we have already discussed in the palmitic acid synthesis itself. You can just check HMG CoA. I already mentioned also during cholesterol synthesis we will be seeing about HMG CoA. Okay. And then HMG-CoA reductase enzyme will reduce this HMG-CoA to mevalonate. That is what we have seen in this slide. Acetyl-CoA is form HMG-CoA, then mevalonate. Here you should have understood how acetyl-CoA is converted to mevalonate. What are the steps it involves? 3 steps it involves. First, thiolase enzyme, then synthesis of HMG-CoA, then reduction process of HMG-CoA will give mevalonate. Where for this reduction process will be using NADPH enzyme. In cholesterol synthesis also NADPH is utilized. In fatty acid synthesis also NADPH is utilized. Then this mevalonate will be converted to isopentenyl pyrophosphate. This is 5-carbon moiety through several steps like phosphorylation, decarboxylation, by means of kinase enzymes, oxidative phosphorylation and decarboxylation process. Mevalonate will be converted to IPP, that is isopentenyl pyrophosphate. Then it is converted by means of isomerization processes, dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate, DPP, dimethyl allyl pyrophosphate. This is another 5-carbon moiety. Then it is converted to geranyl pyrophosphate. Geranyl, it is R. Okay, geranyl pyrophosphate. GPP, IPP is converted to DPP to GPP. GPP is geranyl pyrophosphate. It is 10-carbon moiety. So combination of IPP and DPP gives 5 and 5 gives 10-carbon moiety by means of transferase enzyme. Then again another transferase enzyme, IPP is added to geranyl phosphate to give IPP is how many carbon moiety? 5-carbon moiety. It is attached with 10-carbon moiety to give 15-carbon moiety as farnesyl pyrophosphate, FPP. Farnesyl pyrophosphate. So mevalonate now converted to 15-carbon moiety. Okay. It was converted by kinase enzymes through phosphorylation and decarboxylation reaction as IPP, 5-carbon moiety. It is converted through isomerization processes, DPP, and combination of these two gives geranyl pyrophosphate of 10-carbon, and this again added with another 5-carbon isopentenyl pyrophosphate to give farnesyl pyrophosphate. So now 15-carbon moiety we have derived. We need 27-carbon moiety, right? Then this 15-carbon moiety of 2 molecules, 2 farnesyl pyrophosphate is equal to 30 carbons, and by means of squalene synthetase enzyme, it is converted to squalene. 2 farnesyl pyrophosphate combines to give 30 carbon squalene. Okay. Then after several steps like reduction by means of NADPH, then oxidation by means of oxygen, then formation of cyclase, cycle formation. These 3 enzymes and 3 steps involving converting this squalene to lanosterol. So what are the enzymes involved? Epoxidase for oxidation, then hydroxylase for adding hydroxyl group, and then cyclase to form the cycles, rings in the cholesterol. Then it gives lanosterol. From lanosterol, cholesterol is converted. After several steps, NADPH, utilizing NADPH, and then carbon dioxide, then one carboxyl group is removed to give cholesterol. Okay, so 15 carbon moieties are giving 30 carbon squalene, then 30 carbon squalene is converted to cycle form of lanosterol. It contains 30 carbon only, then it is converted to 27 carbon cholesterol. This is how cholesterol is synthesized from acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA is the precursor for synthesis of cholesterol also. So acetyl-CoA is synthesis involved in synthesis of ketone bodies, then fatty acids, then cholesterol. What are all the biomolecules are synthesized from acetyl-CoA? Can anyone answer? What are the products are synthesized from acetyl-CoA? Say any one of you.
Mevalonate.
No. What are the lipids?
Fatty acids and cholesterol.
Yeah, fatty acids and cholesterol along with ketone bodies also, right? Ketogenesis also takes place from acetyl-CoA only, right? So three molecules. Till now we have seen three molecules have been synthesized from acetyl-CoA. Fatty acids, then ketone bodies, then cholesterol. For all three molecules, precursor is what? Acetyl-CoA. Yeah, acetyl-CoA. Then acetyl-CoA, how it is converted? Acetyl-CoA, then HMG-CoA, then mevalonate. Then mevalonate will be converted to IPP, IPP to DPP. Then combination of IPP and DPP gives GPP, that is 10 carbon moiety. Then GPP is converted to FPP as 15 carbon moiety, combining with IPP. GPP and IPP are combining to form FPP. Then two molecules of FPP combine to give 30 carbon moiety of squalene. Then it is converted to cycle of ring form of lanosterol. This is also 30 carbon moiety. Then at last converted to cholesterol. Lanosterol is converted to cholesterol. It is having 27 carbon moiety. Okay. Now let's see the catabolism of cholesterol. Anabolism, we have seen synthesis of cholesterol from acetyl-CoA. Now let's see catabolism of cholesterol or utilization of cholesterol. Cholesterol by means of 7-alpha hydroxylase, it is converted to 7-hydroxy cholesterol. At 7th position, usually at 3rd position, we have seen the hydroxyl group, existence of hydroxyl group. Now by means of 7-alpha hydroxylase enzyme, 7-hydroxy cholesterol is formed. Then it is converted to cholic acid and chenodeoxycholic acid. Cholic acid and chenodeoxycholic acid through several steps. Then cholic acid by means of glycine and taurine amino acids, it will be converted to glycocholic acid and taurocholic acid. Where chenodeoxy will be converted by adding with glycine and taurine, tauro chenodeoxycholic acid or glycochenodeoxycholic acid, it will be converted. Then by means of intestinal bacteria, this will be converted to deoxycholic acid. Cholic acids will be converted to deoxycholic acids, where this chenodeoxycholic acids by intestinal bacteria, it will be converted to lithocholic acid. This is the conversion of cholesterol into bile acids. Okay, what are the bile acids? Cholic acid and chenodeoxycholic acid, and by means of attaching with glycine and taurine amino acids, it will be converted to glyco and taurocholic acid, likewise glyco and chenodeoxycholic acid. Then by means of industrial bacteria, cholic acids will be converted to deoxycholic acid, whereas chenodeoxy will be converted to lithocholic acid. Now let's see the cholesterol conversion into steroidal hormones. Cholesterol will be converted to 27 carbon moiety is converted to 21 carbon pregnenolone. Then it is converted to progesterone. Then all steroidal hormones are carrying 21 carbon moiety in it. So what are the moieties? Cortisol, aldosterone and estradiol. These three steroidal hormones are derived from cholesterol. Okay, so cholesterol is converted to pregnenolone, then progesterone, then cortisol, aldosterone and estradiol. These are all the steroidal hormones synthesized from cholesterol. So for steroidal hormones, the precursor is cholesterol. Likewise, for bile salts, bile acids and bile salts, precursor is cholesterol. Then this is conversion of cholesterol into vitamin D3, vitamin D. So cholesterol, 7-dehydrocholesterol by means of ultraviolet light, it is converted to free vitamin D3. Then it is converted to vitamin D3, that is cholecalciferol. Then it is converted to calcitrol. 1,2,5 dihydroxycholecalciferol. dihydroxy 1,2,5 dihydroxycholecalciferol. Okay. At 25th position, hydroxyl group. This 2 hydroxyl group. Already this third position hydroxyl group is existed with cholesterol itself. At first position and 25th position, 2 hydroxyl groups are added. That is mentioned here. 1,25 dihydroxycholecalciferol. So this is the conversion of cholesterol into vitamin D3. This is how cholesterol is means formed and utilized by the body. And this having 10 biological significances also. So the topic of today's discussion is very important for your exams and in general life also. Okay. Thank you all. In the next class, we will discuss remaining points of lipid metabolism. If any doubts, you can ask now. If any doubts on the discussed topic, you can ask now. If not, we'll discuss in the next class. While coming in the next class, you can study and come. Okay. Tomorrow, last hour, my class will be taken by HAP sir. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Explanation was clear, right?
Ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Pa.
Thank you.